Hi, Linda Sessions here, and this will be my last video for you guys. This is coming into week 8 of our 8-week class, and I don't have a camera. I got some new monitors for my setup at home and my camera. Well, none of my monitors have cameras built in, so I'm working on getting that figured out, but I wanted to share with you a little bit more about me. So, I created this PowerPoint presentation and it's all about me. So, let's get into this and hopefully you will like this. So, this is me and my obsession with ducks. So, I like ducks. Ducks to me are calming. They make me smile. And when I see ducks on a pond, usually I think of how calm they look. It's usually a sunny day and I'm relaxed. And they look so calm and peaceful just floating across the waves, right? But, underneath a duck is paddling like crazy to get where it's going. And even if it's sitting still, it is paddling like crazy because of the currents in the water underneath it. Otherwise, they would all just be bunched up around the shoreline. So they are always working to stay where they are at. And that makes me think of people and their lives. We are constantly working to stay where we are at. We don't always show our frustrations. We don't always show how crazy we feel or how out of control that we feel to other people. All we show to people are what's on top of the water. So when I meet people, I like to give them ducks to make them smile because I never know what type of a day they are having. Are they having a day where they're just lazily paddling? Or are they having a day where they are paddling like crazy to get through it? And a smile always makes a day a little better. So I am literally just a girl who loves ducks. I don't drive a Jeep. Uh, my son has a Jeep, but I don't have one. And I'm just a girl who loves ducks. And I'm fortunate enough to have a husband who indulges me as well and a workplace that lets me indulge as well. I found these two ducks at an estate sale. These are, I don't know how old these guys are, but an A-plus teacher duck and then another duck with an apple. I was just looking around in an estate sale and looked in this box and saw something yellow and I'm like, So I picked up these two babies for $1. They're just little ducks. But they made me smile. So they are actually on my desk at home where I can see them. And then here are ducks. My husband recently went on a trip and he ran across a bin at a store and he went and he bought all the different ducks in the bin and then he went and put them on his dashboard of his truck and took a picture of them. And of course, he immediately put them back in the sack and brought them home to me. But see that little duck, that little gold duck over there in the corner? That actually stays in his truck all the time. He has geckos in his truck because his mascot in high school was geckos, but he also lets me keep a gold duck in his truck. So this is my office at work. I have ducks all around. People walk by my desk. They can't help but smile, looking to see, well, gosh, where did that duck come from? In fact, that Cubs duck down there next to Elvis, one of my office mates put it up there to see how long it would take me to notice I had a new duck. And yeah, it took me a while to realize I even had a new duck. There were so many up there. Here's some of my Halloween ducks ready to celebrate the season. And some of my other ducks on my desk. You can see I do have an area on my desk where I can work. And some of the ducks across the top of my desk. I find ducks at estate sales. Sometimes I find them at the store. When we travel, I always look for ducks at different locations. I always usually find graduate ducks, so I always buy a graduate duck each year and put the year on it. And so you can see this is actually a mouse pad, but I didn't want to cover him up. I thought he was too cute. My husband actually picked that one up for me. And of course, more ducks. And um, I just like ducks. I don't know why. They just make me feel good. They make me smile. And so hopefully some of these have made you smile as you've watched this. And this is my desktop at work. I'm surrounded by ducks to make me smile. And my husband has a 3D printer, and so he makes me ducks now. And he made me this army of ducks before he went on his last trip. And this is what I found on my desk after he left for his trip. And so now these ducks are in a mug on my desk. I give them periodically. I'll take them and give them away and give them to people to make them smile. Recently, I traveled to Tulsa. They had a event at their gathering place, which is awesome if you've never been there. And see that big yellow head over there? Well, they had the world's largest duck at their event, and I finally got to go see it. It's not there all the time. It travels around. Her name is Mama, and she actually has a webpage, so check out the world's largest rubber duck. And there she is. She stands at an awesome yellow 61 feet tall, and there in front of her is her cousin Teddy. Teddy stands at 10 feet tall, and I'm right there next to Teddy, and I'm at about 5'10", 5'11". So I actually got to go see her. And let me tell you, I was like a kid running down the street in a Superman costume that day when we went to see her. It was so fun. It was so awesome seeing that huge yellow rubber duck. Of course, I had to buy some ducks for my dogs. These are Halloween ducks I found at TJ Maxx for in the dog toys area. So they have their ducks. They don't get to play with them all the time, but I do let them out occasionally for the dogs to have fun with. And finally, I wanted to introduce you to my cat. This is Pepper. Pepper helps me grade at home. This is my desk at home. You can see I have a Chiefs duck there and a Bucky's duck. This was when I was grading, and we were also had the Chiefs game going on one monitor, and she was watching Patrick Mahomes do his wonderful moves on the field and helping me grade. And then she got tired of helping me grade, so she went to sleep on the windowsill using a package of ducks as a pillow. So that is my life with my ducks. I have hoped I've made you smile a little bit with my presentation here. And in case you're wondering how I made that, in PowerPoint, one of the things you can do is when you're in PowerPoint, up here in the insert, if you go to pictures, you have this photo album option. And if you select this option, and let me just go down, and I'm going to add, first let me add a new slide. I'm just going to add a blank slide here. Insert, photo album, new photo album. And right here, I can insert pictures from a file or disk. So I just had all of these pictures already in a folder. You can just go through, depends on how much time you want to take, and you find the pictures that you want to put in your photo album and select the ones you want. You can hold down your control key so you can select multiples and then insert. And so I have these pictures here. I can preview them. And I can move them around in this pane, but I can also move them around in my slide sorter preview. So you remember you can move your slides around in that. Here I can tell it I want my pictures to fit to slide Or maybe I want 2 pictures on each slide. Maybe I want them to have a center shadow. Maybe there's a theme that I want of some sort. Um, just choose this one. And then I can create. And it's actually going to take those pictures, and you can see it made me a new presentation. I've got these designers that's always cool to choose and to look at. And you always want to add transitions so that you can see what's going on. Go to my slideshow from beginning, and here is that photo, the slideshow that I just put together with my pictures. So that's how easy it is to put a photo album together, a picture slideshow if you've got a bunch of pictures you're wanting to show off to people. So using PowerPoint. Wanted to share that with you since I didn't have a camera this week. Also let you know what's going on with some of the things you can do with PowerPoint. And hopefully you had fun with PowerPoint last week. Remember, the PowerPoint assignments are due Saturday night. Or no, PowerPoint assignments were due last week. If you didn't get something through, though, go ahead and get it turned in. But this week was the school fundraiser, the Excel fundraiser, and the PowerPoint fundraiser. There are videos in each one of those to help you understand how to complete them. Those are due Saturday night. I will do my best to have them graded. All I'll be doing on Monday is grading final projects and stuff in all of my classes. So those should be graded early in the week. In week 8, it looks like there's a lot of stuff going on, but really there is not. There's a access quiz. The reason we have access in the class is because in order for this to be counted as a credit for the computer class, if you're transferring to a 4-year college, I have to introduce you to databases. So this quiz and this access reading is introducing you to the access database in PowerPoint. So this is a quiz. It's worth 15 points. If you look at the reading first and do the quiz, then you should be fine with that. Remember, you can always do Google and help you out with there. Another place where you can go and trying to see, here's a quiz. I need to find where I put the reading. I'm going to put a link in here for a link to GCF Learn Free. They have some really good information on access, and that will really help you as well with that quiz. So I will add that after I get finished with this video. Then down here, you've got security and safety reading. Now these quizzes, you have to watch these quizzes because the questions are built into the quizzes. Okay. Now they're not very long. I think the longest video may be 4 minutes. So none of these are going to take you a long time to do. So, but you have to watch them because the questions are built into the quizzes. So make sure you watch these quizzes. Review the text. It's going to give you a lot of information there, but these quizzes you must watch to answer the questions. And so here's another quiz. You've got to watch this in order to answer the questions. And there's some review questions. Same with the digital communications. You have to watch that quiz in order to answer those questions. Then there's some review questions. Digital transformation, talking about AI in the workplace. And again, you've got review questions. Now, the opinion post, I just want to know your opinion on the impact of artificial intelligence in your chosen career. It has been in the news again lately. Oprah Winfrey just had a really nice special. If you have Hulu, you can watch it. It's AI and You. And in it, she interviewed some guests about the impact of AI on our lives. It's not going anywhere, it's here to stay. How are we going to deal with it? What are we going to do with it? Now, I have actually had students go in and use AI for their answers for this, and they copy and pasted it. If I suspect that an answer has been created using AI, I will go out and I will use a minimum of 3 AI detector software. Now, the AI detector software is not 100% accurate. I know that. But if I get back that over 80% has been computer generated, possibility of that, then you will get 0 on this, and I will tell you why. So basically, though, I just want your opinion. It's 15 points. What do you think AI is going to do in your career field? It is affecting, I know, my career field in education. A lot of, I know a lot of instructors are having difficulties with students, especially like English, with students using it to literally write their papers. And, you're just cheating yourself when you do that. But I use AI. If I'm creating a quiz, sometimes I'll use AI to help me write the questions. But I always use it as a starting point because AI isn't always right. Those, like ChatGPT, doesn't always have the right answers. So you can't always depend on it. You still need to go in and read it and tweak it and make some changes. So you can use it as a starting point, but don't just copy and paste it. So that is this week. Hopefully you've learned some new things this semester with me in computer applications. If you get an email asking you to complete a course evaluation, please do that. They do look at those. They look at the percentage of the people, the number of students who complete those in our classes. So if you do get that email, please take the time to answer the course evaluation. A lot of times the only students that answer those evaluations are the students who have difficulties in the classes. So if you've liked the class, please put that in there too. My boss, if you've liked what you've seen and you've liked what I've done, please write that in there too, because my boss reads those. So give me some kudos if you can. If there's something that you think we need to do differently, of course, please tell me that too, because I do go back and read these, and I do go in and I tweak this every semester. That's why you've seen some new assignments this semester. And there'll be some new ones next semester based on feedback I've already received from some students on some of the assignments. So the class is always evolving every semester. So hopefully you've learned some new things. New semester's coming up. This one, everything needs to be turned in by October 12th. I need to have grades turned in fairly quickly. If you have questions, reach out to me through the mail in Canvas. That's be the easiest way to get a hold of me. If you want to visit with me, you want to schedule a phone call, just let me know and we can do that. I'm here. I want you to be successful. Hopefully, again, you've learned some new things, not only in my class, but in any other class that you're taking this semester at WSU Tech. So thank you very much for being a student at WSU Tech, and have a great week.